In time, right? Technology is always going to advance. And to the person who says, it's not possible to be professional on an iPad in any type of creative everyday lifestyle, I say, okay, you're gonna see, because 2 years down the line, you're gonna be the guy looking to jump in when everybody's 10 miles ahead of you. It didn't even dawn on me the fact that, if you've been in the era of, touching knobs and making sure you're getting the right type of mix, kind of from the way you feel it, the way you feel the buttons and the knobs, and to be able to have everything so tactile on an iPad. I saw it, it was like a thing just went off in his brain, and he was like, yeah, this could work.
I never really thought I would be doing this on an iPad. So,
yeah. But from your experience, it's very capable, right?
Yeah, I mean the thing I love about it is it's all tactile, and I come from old school analog. You have 15-foot mixing consoles in front of you, and those have gotten smaller and smaller. But I'm still on an analog board, and one of the reasons I'm on an analog board is because it's all tactile, and I can touch it, and and work it and get the feel for that musical connection that turning the knobs gives you and moving the faders gives you. And it feels like one of the things that I have always disliked about the mouse that's kept me analog for so long is that tactile experience and being able to look at the whole console and just grab whatever you want to tweak on the fly. And to me, this is like the best version I've seen so far of that in the box. I am definitely going to be like taking this to the beach and putting the headphones on with the controller and sitting there for hours at a time just making music. And my favorite part is the tactile response of it, that I can just scroll around and I can very easily select everything that I want to do, and I don't have to use a mouse to do it. That to me, I love that.
It might be awesome to see Dr. Dre on the iPad, right? I mean, the whole lineage with Beats and Apple, and just the fact of like somebody like Ken talking about it's tactile. So to have him see it, to have him like, okay, I can really, because I know he was one of the last to say, I'm jumping into digital. I still love my tape. I still love my 2-inch reels. I still love my analog gear. But to go full circle and say, I can mess with this, it would be like, okay, yes. Like, that's the stamp of approval from a producer for sure.
Don't approach mobile like you would a desktop computer or a laptop. It's a whole different experience, and because you have this layer of a touchscreen involved, the way that you do things ends up being a lot different. So for instance, in LumaFusion, you have keyboard shortcuts if you have the optional keyboard attached, and while that works, I found that I can actually edit a lot faster if I start using gestures and touch with the screen, and I'm actually interacting with it. And actually, that made the experience more attractive to me because it's more organic. I feel like I'm moving things. Anyway, it's very hard to explain, but that's my first advice, is don't approach it like you would a laptop. The second thing I would say is learn the software, because like I said, there's gestures, there's multi-touch stuff, and if you really approach the software and learn it on its own terms. Editing video in LumaFusion has been an incredible experience for me. In fact, every video except I think one this year that I've done has been done in LumaFusion. So this is like the last 7 videos that I've made, and it's really amazing. And the cool thing is that once you import and start editing your footage, I'm working with 4K footage here, and I'm putting LUTs on it, and I'm putting titles over it, and I'm doing color correction, and there's really no rendering that's visibly being done like you would find in Final Cut or even something like Adobe Premiere. And I'm able to just scrub through the files. Everything's super easy. When I'm ready to export, this is the amazing part, is it's actually exporting a little bit faster than real time. And so it actually not only enables me to make videos on the road or in another location, I can go to a coffee shop, I can go sit in my living room. I'm not chained to my desk. I'm more productive that way. And then the best part is when it's time to upload something, my exports are really quick. And so this has made me really more productive. So that is my mobile creative workflow, and it's already working really well for me. I'd love to hear from you guys as well. I put something on Twitter the other day that had a lot of response to it, and I know a lot of people are starting to edit in mobile applications now. It's gotten to a point where we've seen the software and the hardware mature to a point where it's really possible to get a creative workflow going.